last question.
Actually, it's kind of interesting. If you look at Smith, everybody, yeah, one second. Everybody knows the phrase invisible hand. And practically nobody looks at how he used the phrase. He rarely used it, a couple of times. One of the uses is when he discusses what would happen. It's an agrarian society he's talking about. What would happen if some landlord controlled almost all the land? What would happen? He says, well, out of his natural sympathy and concern for other people, he would distribute the wealth. So as if by an invisible hand, society would end up being egalitarian. That's the invisible hand. The other major usage of it actually is in an argument against what we call a neoliberal globalization. He considers England, asks what would happen if in England the merchants and manufacturers decided to invest abroad and import from abroad. He says, well, they would gain, but England would suffer. However, they have a kind of a natural tendency to want to function in their own society, a kind of a home bias, it's sometimes called, kind of like an affinity to their own society. So as if by an invisible hand, England will be saved from the ravages of what we call neoliberal globalization. That's not what you're taught. But they're coming from a different era. That's the pre-capitalist era. And conceptions were quite different before capitalist morality distorted them.
All right. Well, many thanks, Dr. Chomsky, for speaking with us today.